What is up, everyone? Chargers Boot back inside the house here. We are finally back with more Michael Jackson biopic news. And finally, over here, we got a teaser poster. But obviously, later down the line, in this year, when it comes out, it's going to get replaced by the official poster. The official release poster. So, we're going to do some recaps, and along the way, we might as well run into some new updates. Alright, Michael is an upcoming American biographical musical drama film directed by Antoine Fuqua and written by John Logan. It follows the life of the American singer Michael Jackson, who is portrayed by his nephew Jafar Jackson in his film debut. The ensemble cast also features Nia Long, Laura Harrier, Giuliano Cruvaldi, Miles Teller, and Coleman Domingo. Development began in November 19th, when it was reported that producer Graham Keen had secured the rights to produce a film about Michael Jackson, with Logan attached to write the screenplay. Lionsgate announced the film in February 2022. Fuqua was announced as the director in January of 2023, and casting began that month when Jafar was cast. Further casting took place from January to April 2024. Filming began in January that year. After being delayed due to the 2023 SAG-AFTRA strike and ended that May, additional photography took place in June 2025. Michael is scheduled for release on April 24th, 2026. So, in under 3 days. No, 3 months. Sorry. So, under 3 months, we are actually this close. Because, if I remember, in 2024, we were, that close until they had to, push it, further back. In April, by Lionsgate in the United States and Universal Pictures internationally. So, the premise. The film follows Michael Jackson's life beyond the music, from his time with the Jackson 5 to his early solo career. And obviously, down right here, that's so bad. Never mind. Sorry. Directed by Antoine Fuqua. Written by John Logan. Produced by Graham Keen, John Branca, John McClane. Starring Jafar Jackson, Nia Long, Laura Harrier, Giuliano Cruvaldi, Miles Teller, and Coleman Domingo. Cinematography, Diane Bept. Edited by John Ottman and Harry Yoon. Production companies are Lionsgate and JK Films. Distributed by Lionsgate, the US, and Universal Pictures internationally. Release date April 24th, 2026. Country, America. Language, English, and budget is $155 million. And here is the cast. Jafar Jackson as his uncle Michael Jackson. Giuliano Cruvaldi as young Michael. Coleman Domingo as Joe Jackson, Michael's father. Nia Long as Catherine Jackson, Michael's mother. Miles Teller as John Branca, an entertainment lawyer and manager. Laura Harrier as Susan DePaz. Jamal R. Henderson as Jermaine Jackson, Michael's older brother. Jaden Harville as young Jermaine. Trey Horton as Marlon Jackson, Michael's older brother. Jalen Lyndon Hunter as young Marlon. Ryan Hill as Tito Jackson. Rest in peace, Tito. Michael's older brother. Judah Edwards as young Tito. Joseph David Jones as Jackie Jackson, Michael's older brother. Nathaniel Logan McIntyre as young Jackie. I am still very sorry if I pronounce the last name incorrectly, but you can tell me how to pronounce it, or if you can actually tell me if I actually did manage to get it like slightly right. Jessica Sula as Latoya Jackson, Michael's older sister. Kendrick Sampson as Quincy Jones. Kat Graham as Diana Ross. Lawrence Tate as Barry Gordy. Liv Simone as Gladys Knight. Kevin Shinnick as Dick Clark. Keelan Darrell Jones as Bill Bray, Michael's bodyguard. And Derek Luke as Johnny Cochran. Production, development, and casting. On November 19th, Deadline Hollywood reported that Graham Keane had secured the rights to produce a film about Michael Jackson, with John Logan responsible for writing the screenplay, but it was still not set up at a studio at this point. In February 2022, the film was announced to Lionsgate Films as the studio owning the global distribution rights. In October 2023, Lionsgate announced that Universal Pictures International will handle the international distribution. In July 2024, Deadline reported that Tokyo-based Kino Films had struck a deal with Lionsgate and JK Films to distribute the film in Japan, because obviously Michael has a very huge fan following in Japan. The last theatrical film about Michael Jackson's This Is It, from 2009, has been distributed by Columbia Pictures, which was a sister company to Michael's record label, Sony Music, although they were not involved with this film. In January of 2023, it was announced that Antoine Fuqua will be the director. Casting began that month with casting director Kimberly Harden, and Michael's nephew Jafar Jackson was announced to play Michael. In January of 2024, the newcomer Giuliano Crivaldi was cast as a young Michael, with Coleman Domingo as Joe Jackson and Nia Long as Catherine Jackson. In February, Miles Teller was confirmed to play John Branca. The cast for the rest of the Jackson 5 was announced later that month, with Laura Harrier, Kat Graham, Lawrence Tate, Jessica Sula, Liv Simone, Kevin Shinnick, Keelan Darrell Jones, and Kendrick Sampson cast as Susan DePaz, Diana Ross, Barry Gordy, Latoya Jackson, Gladys Knight, Dick Clark, Bill Bray, Quincy Jones, respectively. In April 2024, Derek Luke joined as Johnny Cochran. Michael's daughter Paris Jackson, through a legal filing against the executors of the Michael Jackson estate, John Branca and John McClane, criticized the decision to cast A-list actor Miles Teller as John Branca, as it is possible risking a portion of the estate's assets. She also accused Branca of considering himself central to the Michael Jackson story and trying to enrich and aggrandize himself through such costly casting. The writing. The screenplay includes content regarding the accusations against Michael, with Keane saying that he wanted to humanize but not sanitize, and present the most compelling, unbiased story. Paris said the script was sugar-coated and dishonest, but that fans would likely enjoy it. Filming. Principal photography was scheduled to begin in mid-2023, over 80 days in Santa Barbara, California, and was projected to spend $120 million in crew wages and vendors, according to the California Film Commission. Filming was delayed into September 2023 due to the 2023 SAG-AFTRA strike. Filming began on January 22, 2024 and ended on May 30th, 2024. Diane Bepp was the cinematographer, Barbara Ling, the production designer, and Marcy Rogers, the costume designer. Post-production. In January of 2025, it was reported that the third act would be reshot as the film could not legally depict Jordan Chandler, whose father alleged that Michael abused Chandler in 1993. Lionsgate refuted the report, telling Variety that the film remained scheduled for release in October. A source close to the production told People the Michael Jackson biopic is not in total chaos. The inflammatory headlines about the movie halting were simply not true. The film is moving forward and reshoots are happening in March. In its annual earnings call in February 2025, Lionsgate said production was nearing completion, and in April 2025, it was reported the film will be split into two films due to its massive 4-hour runtime. The following month, the film was delayed to 2026 with a runtime of 3.5 hours. It was later reported the film would undergo 22 days of additional photography in June of 2025. The visual effects were provided by Cinesite, Industrial Light and Magic, Folks, Redo Effects, Rising Sun Pictures, and Lola Visual Effects. Lois Miranda is the visual effects supervisor. John Ottman and Harry Young edited the film. Release. Michael is scheduled for release on April 24th, 2026 in IMAX. It will be distributed by Lionsgate in the US, Universal in international territories, and Kino Films in Japan. It was previously scheduled for April 18th, 2025 and October 3rd, 2025. A first look was shown to theater owners at CinemaCon on April 10th, 2024 to positive reception. In November, the Lionsgate chairman, Adam Folkson, said the studio was not ready yet to confirm plans for a second film, but was making sure that we're in a position to deliver more Michael soon after we release the first film. Marketing. Lionsgate released a teaser trailer on November 6, 2025. It features a mashup of Michael songs, including Want to Be a Star in Something, Beat It, Human Nature, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, and Billie Jean. It was viewed 30 million times in its first 6 hours and 16.2 million times in 24 hours, more than the first 24 hours of any other Lionsgate film, and more than any trailer for a musical biopic or concert film in history, surpassing Taylor Swift The Eras Tour 2023 at 96.1 million views. Oh my days. That is a whole lot. Oh boy. Alright, so that is the news that I got for you, but here's a little bit of a bonus. That's right. We are watching the trailer. Alright. So, here we go.
I know you've been waiting a long time for this. The tracks are made, the songs are ready. Let's take it from the top. This is your story. Honor your past and embrace the future. That's what people want.
Q, can you lower the lights for me, please?
Okay, but remember, in here, keep those feet still, my man.
Oh, wow. So, as you can really tell, I am really excited for this movie. So, I have a feeling that later down the line, we might get another trailer that's maybe a little bit shorter or maybe a little bit longer or just roughly the same length. Or probably not, and this might be the only trailer. But yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. Charges Boom, signing out.